Welcome to UAPB Currents. I'm your host, Shelly Roby Ingram, and today we are joined by our guest, Ms. Cynthia Anderson, who is the program coordinator for Black and Gold Fit and Bold Wellness Program here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, and Dr. THERTHENIA Lewis, who is the UAPB representative for the Arkansas System Wellness Advisory Committee, which works in correlation with Black and Gold Fit and Bold, and also a member of that committee. Thank you guys for coming and joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, now we're going to first of all just jump in and get started talking about Black and Gold Fit and Bold Wellness Program. That's a mouthful. That's a workout.
Yes, it
in
is.
itself. And exactly what that initiative, what that program is.
Okay, it's actually the beginning of our wellness program here at UAPB. We started it in 2009, in which we started a committee with about 19 faculty and staff. We got together, we developed a logo, a couple activities, and among that, Ms. Thomas was also there, who's the Vice Chancellor of Finance and Administration, and she's donated pedometers and water bottles to begin, and from there,
T-shirts.
Yes. So from there, we just started a wellness program.
Okay, and what were those activities that started the program? I think the walking program.
One of the first things we did, we completed the walking trail.
Okay.
The walking trail started in 2003. There was a walking trail committee. They designed the trail, which is 2.1 miles. What we actually did, we marked the trail with signs to tell you where you are. You know, you're 2.1 is actually the end, but you know, half a mile, 1.2 mile, and on that way, you know, little inspirational signs. So that was the first thing that we did.
And I know within that trail, you don't have to go the whole 2 miles.
No, like a half a mile.
There are signs that let you know that, or maps rather,
yes,
that let you know different distances.
Right. Well, the map is actually posted on the east side of the alumni house.
Okay. And it lets you know that you can go take different routes to get to different parts of the trail, or different distances of the trail. Okay, so from there, from the walking trail, then where did the program go from there?
We tried Taibo, in which we used the video. We started in the home ec building, and you know, we did posters and all of that, and the faculty came out, and it was so large that we had to move, and that's when we selected the Penniman room down at the Golden Lion Stadium to be a part of it. So once we did that, we needed a television. So once again, Ms. Thomas donated us a television, in which we started Taibo, and from there we went to Walk Away the Pounds. And after that, we actually got a live instructor, Lisa Dukes from JRMC Outreach, in which she taught us Tai Chi, which was very good, relaxing, like a martial art.
All right.
But it was just nice.
Now, I guess, where did the idea for the Black and Gold Fit and Bold, where the wellness program, what made the committee decide that this was something that needed to be done here at the university?
Well, it actually started in human resources in the benefit area. Due to our, as you know, health costs is really high.
And I guess we should tell that, you know, you guys also have other duties here at the university, and that yours is
human resources.
All right.
And I'm under the leadership of Gladys Benford, who's the director, and that's where we got started at.
Okay.
Because we just figured that we did need a wellness program.
Okay.
And we just took off running. I mean, we do not have a budget or anything. Anything that you see that we are sponsoring, the Black and Gold Fit and Bold, is free, and the instructors are doing it free. So everything right now is voluntary.
Okay. And it was a proactive initiative, and it's for the faculty and staff?
Well, it started out for faculty. It's definitely aimed for faculty and staff. But after we finished with the Tai Chi, we went into line dancing exercise, which really really became a big event.
Yeah.
And yes, it started in May and actually went, I think, all the way to December.
Right.
So that was a large one.
Right. And we wanted it to keep going and going.
Keep going. And then, you know, not only, like I said, not only the faculty, staff, administrator, but we have outside
the
Pine Bluff community and the surrounding areas.
Right.
And it turned out well.
Okay. Now, this was a first step for UAPB, but then it became a part where, Dr. Lewis, you come in, it came a part where the state decided that it was something that needed to be taking place.
I think with Cynthia's leadership, and she reports to the systems office and works very closely with them, and this part of the state, the southeastern part, there's some keen health issues, diabetes, hypertension, that they're aware of, as is the Arkansas Department of Health. And I think that really is one of the reasons. And also for the number of claims that they have, that they receive, that are paid out, though that's an issue as well.
Right. And now, what exactly is the Arkansas System Wellness Advisory Committee?
Okay, the advisory committee is made up of representatives from all of the universities in the state of Arkansas.
Okay. And are there other programs like ours, like Black and Gold Fit and Bold,
Well,
taking
there really
place?
isn't. I just think that our program is really quite unique. And maybe Cynthia can sort of address why, but I think just the number of claims. Cynthia was able to look at the data that is generated. She tracks that in her office, she and her staff, and I think that she knew that that was a need, and so it's really propelled us to the position, I think, of number one. I sit there as everyone from other universities discuss and talk about their programs, and our programming is far exceeds what they have. And many of them have resources, like they have buildings, they have wellness facilities. You know, we do not, but we have the programming.
Right.
Yeah.
We have the desire and the drive and the push.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's what keeps Black and Gold Fit and Bold going.
Yes.
All right. So when we come back, then we're going to talk about some of the awesome things that Black and Gold Fit and Bold is continuing to offer here for the faculty, staff, community, and the students.
Yes.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
be right back on UAPB Currents.
Up to 40% of businesses never recover after experiencing a major disaster. Make a plan at ready.gov/business.
If you're looking for a new pet, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are full of healthy and loving pets, eager to become a part of your family. To find out more, you can visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to UAPB Currents, and again we're joined by Ms. Cynthia Anderson and Dr. THERTHENIA Lewis, who are with Black and Gold Fit and Bold Wellness Program here at the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. Now, let's talk a little bit, I guess, about some of the behind the scenes aspects of Black and Gold Fit and Bold. How do you guys decide what it is that the university and this community that we need to do, that needs to be going on, that's going to keep the faculty and staff interested?
Well, we started a newsletter in which the committee would get together and talk about what they think that we should know, especially as it relates to wellness. In those newsletters, we have articles, posts, and one portion we had vegetables, right?
Vegetables and fruits, things that were in season. We tried to focus on it by month. And the person over our actually the printing of our newsletter would make sure that those things were there. And she did a really great job.
Tish
Arnold.
Yeah, she did a fantastic job. Actually, in the newsletter now, there's that QR code because
Right.
we also did, the Get Better Fitness show with
Okay.
Jimmy Robertson. We started that also. And in the newsletter, the last newsletter, you were able to read the article and take your smartphone and put it over the code, and you were able to see the video, in which those videos are on UAPB TV and YouTube. So
Right.
It's
Right.
And we have
that's
little
the fun.
postcards. We
Oh,
can't
yeah,
forget those.
right. We
Those are
did
really great.
for the kickoff assembly for homecoming. We were stationed in the lobby of the Hyper, and we distribute cards that says warning signs for stroke, what else, heart
Diabetes.
and heart attack, and all that. And then we gave out a nutritious. We gave out a granola bar that was donated from Kellogg's, in which Ms. Mary Jones in Career Services helped us do that.
Okay. So it's
and
a
she is part of the
campus-wide
community.
initiative.
Oh yes, it is. Everyone, even the various departments and colleges have they have been tremendous in participating and contributing. So whenever we call them up, or the faculty staff call them up and ask them to do something, they are eager. So it's turning out to be very good.
Okay. Now, I guess how difficult is it for the committee to plan and figure out what needs to be addressed? I know we talked about some of the diseases that face faculty and staff and employees all over the nation, not just here at the university. But how do those things play into what you decide needs to be put into a newsletter, or what we need to do physically, and those kinds of things?
Every month we get a report from the system office, and it shows all the health costs of all the university in the Arkansas system, and it breaks it down, UAPB, what the claims were, the number-wise, money wise, and we'll look at that and decide what we need to focus on, and we'll just talk about that in the committee.
Okay.
So basically, we're getting it from our health insurance and medical, dental, vision, because we are self-insured, which means the money that we pull in for claims is paid from our premium. So if you do not have enough money in the bank to pay, you're going to go in the hole. So that's why we have increase in our rates, because your claims. So in order to control the claim, we need to have a wellness program to try to get it down.
Okay. All right. And now we talked a little bit about some of the things that we did here on the campus and things, or whatever, some of the programs that we had. What do we have coming up now for Black and Gold Fit and Bowl?
What we are really excited about is Clint Broughton, the Student Government Association, called and wants to partnership with Black and Gold Fit and Bowl as the Biggest Loser competition.
Okay.
And that is going to kick off February the 6th.
Okay.
The communication will go out through Twitter, Facebook, and email.
Okay.
And then there's going to be incentives and prizes almost every week.
And
we're really excited because, here you have a student that's taken the leadership of also taking into consideration the needs for our student body. So that's really a plus.
Okay, all right. And so that's going to be working through Black and Gold Fit and Bowl and the student government.
It's a partnership, and that's going to go like February the 6th through March 16th. Now, doing all of this, it's not that we're just going to have employees and faculty, students just try to go out on their own and lose the weight. We're going to have activities. We're going to have water aerobics, line dancing exercise, regular aerobics. So we're not just going to put them out there. And then we're going to have where you can, definitely we're going to have health education courses every Tuesday and Thursday, and that's good because the over there in the home ec building,
in their auditorium, and they have also kitchens.
Yeah, so we're going to have available. We're going to have a couple education courses: personal profile, my plate, how to read the fruit labels. We're just not going to say, okay, this is a competition, go lose weight. We're actually going to try to guide the student body, faculty, and staff. And it's going to be a competition against classes like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior.
Right.
And with the faculty, staff, and administration, it's going to be divisions. And there will be a cash prize.
Okay.
But in order to participate, each person has to pay $10. So
All right. So
that
there's a
should be
registration and
right.
everything.
That should be coming out, like I said, real soon.
All right.
And they're going to be groups, right?
Oh yes, groups are
A minimum of 10.
no less than 5.
Okay, no less than
No less than
Okay.
5. They did say no less than 5. And then once we finish that, actually that period is going from February the 6th to March 16th, which is the beginning, that spring break. And when we come back for spring break, Kent really wants to do a 3-day seminar on diabetes.
Okay.
There's a company out there with the Lilly Pharmaceutical Company. It's called FACE, Fearless African American Connected and Empowering Diabetes. It's a 3-day seminar in which they will come on campus and do the 3-day seminar. And not only that, they will serve refreshment, which it will be healthy snacks.
Okay.
So that's something that we're looking forward to with the student body.
Okay. So we're going to have the whole campus involved, really. Yeah.
It's about well-being. I mean, not only just the body, you got to do the mind and the soul and the spirit.
Okay. All right. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, then we'll continue to talk about some of the initiatives that are taking place here on the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff campus. We'll be right back on UAPB Currents.
Separate raw meats from other foods by using different cutting boards. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
All right, guys, we gotta be smarter about what we bite on, okay? I want everyone to go outside. We're gonna run Red Rover on 3.
What about you, Tony?
I'm gonna run around in circles, flat my arms, and make engine noises like this.
When it comes to playing, we kids are the pros.
We're eating right, too.
We fuel up.
To play 60!
Your school doesn't have a program? Be a leader. Start one.
Click today and join the movement.
Welcome back to UAPB Currents, and again we're joined by Ms. Cynthia Anderson and Dr. THERTHENIA Lewis with the Black and Gold Fit and Bowl Wellness Program. I got it down now.
You got it that time?
I should know it.
Yeah.
Because I do participate in Black and Gold Fit and Bowl. Love it.
Right, because you
wear our
started,
t-shirts.
actually, you started out taping our line dancing exercise
Right.
class. And then
And it was
afterwards-
so fun.
Yes, she actually did.
It was so fun while I was taping that I set the camera up and took my
Jumped right
shoes
in.
off and went over and got in line and started coming over and brought a friend with me,
that's
and
great.
she's been dying for it to get started back, and we look for those emails and those correspondences about when things are kicking back off, and we're excited, can't wait for
Right.
February so we can
Well, see, any type of physical activity kind of releases your stress and take your tension down, so that's good, and that's good for your soul.
Right. And I think that that's probably a reason that faculty and staff here were so excited about the program, because we get off of work, you take off your suit, your high heels, all that kind of stuff or whatever. Not for you guys. I know you don't, but you kick off, your work wear and throw on your workout gear. We were talking about, how, usually when we see each other, our hair is pulled back and no makeup, all that kind of stuff, and our jogging sweats and stuff like that or whatever. And you not only get a chance to work out, but we enjoy each other's company. It's a good time for us to commune as and I've actually gotten to know a lot of other employees better through that program. The fact that we see each other all the time, and we're looking forward to that and everything or whatever. So we were going to talk about the about the Arkansas Systems Committee and kind of how that came to be and more about that.
I think the impetus for that was the fact that over the years, the cost of healthcare has been increasing, and up to the point in 2011, up to $100 million. And I think it really caught the eye of the system, and it was determined, as in our larger society, that they could no longer pay those kinds of costs. There are some key issues. One of the issues is that even though people are insured, they often go to the emergency room for primary care rather than go to their doctor, their family doctor. Part of that might be that people might not have that $25 copay just to pay out when they might need to take their child or go themselves. So we really want to educate people around prevention, educate people around being better consumers of healthcare, because the system can no longer tolerate those costs. I think for most of us, I was talking to someone on yesterday, we're really not knowledgeable about what the costs are when we go to the doctor or when we go to the emergency room, you know, because we don't get the bill, but they're astronomical.
Right.
And so at this point, they're saying we're going to do something about it. So they've really committed to, it started off when we first started meeting about 4 months ago. They contracted with a consultant out of Chicago, and he came in and helped organize around finding throughout the country the key people that are out there that can market wellness. And I think they started off with about 140 some vendors, and they whittled that down to about 60 some, and then from that they went down and we ended up with 5. And so I've been spending quite a few evenings or days actually in Little Rock at the systems office interviewing. We interviewed the 5. Qual Choice was one, and then there were 5 others.
Okay.
4 others. So it's been really exciting to see what these marketing firms can do. It's not if it's coming, it's coming. It's on its way, and we should know something probably within another 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I think the good thing about that is that whoever they select will be customized for the campus.
Exactly.
And that person is going to be housed here at UAPB. So that person will have to know our needs as it comes to wellness, as it pertains to wellness.
Right.
And yeah, so.
And those are some of the key questions that I asked of them. Did they have the reach to meet all of our needs?
Yeah.
And I wanted them to know that UAPB is very broad in the area, in the state that we cover. We have employees up near Texarkana. We have them down near Lake Village.
Right.
We have them in Roanoke, and I think they were really surprised. I said, so will you, when your person hits the ground, are they going to be able to render services to all of our employees? And not just in terms of the location that they might be in, but the cultural differences that people have in terms of understanding and, you know, relating to health messages.
Right.
On this campus, you know, it's not just African Americans here. You know, I told them, I said, we have people from all over the world on our campus, and very diverse population. Can you actually deliver messages, marketing messages, and to get people involved? So
Right.
that was sort of the thrust of it.
Because it's a preventative initiative,
Exactly.
which is the purpose of it, and that, even though the money may be spent on the preventative measure, it's going to save money
In the long run.
Right.
And it's really not, we're not talking about diets, we're really not, we're talking about lifestyle changes for many
right.
people.
And behavior
We
changes.
want people to, not only the individual staff person or faculty person, we want their whole family. And it's not easy. What we're talking about is not easy. We want it to be fun, but it's not easy because we have to really check the kind of items that we're bringing into our home and really look at certain things like sodium and you know, which is salt, and, you know, fats, and we just really need to do an inventory, and we're going to have some things about that in our newsletter as well to help people question. We want people to just sort of get outside of your comfort zone, change, be open to change in terms of your diet and health practices.
Because the name is Black and Gold, fit and
and
bold.
bold.
Right, be bold. So before we go, I want you to look at the camera and let everybody know what the goal and the mission for Black and Gold Fit and Bold is, and who they can talk to find out some more information if they want to become involved, if they want to come out and sponsor doing a class, or just, you know, be a part of this wellness program.
Well, the overall goal is to promote and improve the wellness of our campus by empowering the employees to change their behavior and lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. And you can reach me at in the Human Resource Department. My number is 870-575-8863, and we are going to offer line dancing from February 6th to March 16th. We have water aerobics from February the 9th until May 10th. And also the student body is joining us in this. So we're going to try to have an activity every day, Monday through Thursday, starting from 5:30 to 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm excited because I knew we were starting back water aerobics, but I didn't know about line dancing. Yes. So now we call everybody and let them know that line dancing is starting back, because it is an awesome workout. And actually, any move to be made.
It's line dancing, but you're exercising. Woo. And the instructors are Cassandra Bird, who's an employee here, and Rita Gates. So
and they
work.
Awesome
yes,
job.
they really do. They really do.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming out. I'm excited about all the things that are coming up, and look forward to it. And you guys call Ms. Anderson so you can join us.
All right. Black and Gold Fit and Bold.
Black and Gold Fit and Bold.
Okay.
And we'll see you next time on UAPB Currents.